Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Super Sudokoid, where we have just previously unlocked the ability to do this boss puzzle. So we're going to do this boss puzzle now. So we can click here to go to the boss puzzle. Oh, let me, just for my own personal sanity, let me open the link in a new tab rather than moving out of this. Although I know Sudoku Pad will be very nice and will save it for me, but let's do this boss. So, as you search the area, your scanner suddenly beeps furiously, and the earth rumbles as a giant stone golem rises menacingly from the dusty ground. It seems to think you're an intruder. I mean, in fairness, it sounds like I am an intruder. Place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and box. Digits separated by a white scan dot differ by exactly 1. Okay, so I see in this box I've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in some order because of this long string of dots. So those are 1, 9. These are 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6. And that's always a 5. I don't know what order everything goes in, but I know that. Okay, this string of white dots is very similar once you consider the fact that this 9 down here is in the string of white dots. And as we talked about last time, you definitely can't put 9 in the middle of a string of white dots. So one of these is a 9 and the other is a 2. That, by the way, is a 1 because I can't connect from 9 to 1 in this many dots. Okay, so then these are a 3, 8. These are a 4, 7. And these are a 5, 6. And we know the order because of that 5. Okay, so we can go 6, 5, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 4, 3, 2. Down over there like that. And I see that 7 sorts out this box. Very nice. Also, just speaking of 1, in this box, there's a 1 somewhere, and it's not on this long string of white dots. Because if it was on this long string of white dots, then we would have a big problem because we'd need to put it next to a 2, and there's no 2 left in the box. So I could put a 1 there. Okay, and now I again have this string of dots where I know that these are going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in some order. So those are 5, 9. These are 6, 8, and that is always a 7. Okay. And that's useful because now by Sudoku, there's a 7 in this string of dots. And that 7's not next to an 8 because of the box. So these are 7, 6, 5 in some order. Because of that. This is great practice with these. Okay, so those are 8, 6. Those are 9 and 5. Okay, what are these digits? They're 2, 3, and 4. So the 3 goes in the middle, and these sides are 2, 4. I really like this puzzle. This is very well put together. Okay, so I now know that these are 2, 3, 4. With that digit now, I'm being told by the red things is a 2. And these are 1, 8, 9. It's not really relevant, but you can notice that this is roped, just meaning that it's the same digits, 1, 8, 9, written over and over again in these 3 rows. Let's see. Okay, so 2 is consecutive with a number, but that number isn't 3. So this number is a 1, making that a 2. Sorts out that 4 and that 2. Sorts out all of those. These are a pair. They're 5 and 6, it looks like. This is one of my favorite little tricks. So this is a 5, 6 that's consecutive with a number that's not a 5, 6. So it can only be 4 or 7. Now, unfortunately, that was not immediately resolved like I had kind of hoped it would be. Let's see. I see there's only a couple spots for 9 left in that box, but I don't know where they are. But I do see that 2 by Sudoku goes in one of these 2 cells. And it's not going to go here. Because if that's the 2, then because of the 3 in the column, this would be a 1, and that would be another 2. That's not going to work. So the 2 actually that is placed into one of these 2 cells actually has to go there. With a 1 and a 3 over there, like that. There's a 2 and a 3 over down there. The 9 up there somewhere. Oh, let's see. One of these 2 is a 3. That doesn't feel useful yet. I don't think I know a lot about these numbers. Or those, for that matter. Oh, no, not quite. Sorry, I know one of those 2 is a 9. Quite, yeah, there's a 1 over there. Is this cell a naked single? It can be 1. It can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So this is a 1 or a 9 only. That doesn't look useful. Huh. Oh, I see. I looked at this, or I didn't look at this recently enough. Where does the 1 go in this box is the question. So it doesn't go in those cells. And it can't go here because it would go next to a 2. So the 1 in this box actually goes here, which means there's a 1 down here somewhere. We know it's not there because of that one. And it's not there because the 1 here would put a 2 that goes there. So in fact, that's the 1 and that's the 2. That lets me place a 2 here in this box. Which I'm sure is useful. Left in this column, we have 3, 4, and 8, I believe. This digit's a 3. Just by looking at where 3s go, making me do Sudoku. Okay, so that's a 3 and a 4. Makes that a 7 and a 6. Which makes that a 5. One of these is an 8, and the other is a 5. Okay, that's the 5 and that's the 8 because of that 8. So this is 4 or 6. I don't, in fact, know which one yet, I don't think. These are 3, 4, and 9. One's not a 9. If you like uniqueness tricks, you know this one is a 9, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, this string of digits, if you look at it, the only digits less than 5 available are 3. So I cannot put anything less than that on here. So I've got to go higher. So this is certainly from 6, 7, 8, 9. For what that is worth. And so if there's not a 3 on here, where is the 3 in this column? And these 2 3s tell me that that 3 is in fact there. And now where's the 3 in this box? The 3 in this box is now here, which is going to give me the 4, the 3, the 4, the 9, and the 3. Do I have it set to gray out digits that are done? No. Okay. By the way, I recommend that setting as well if you have not done it. I don't know if Tristan can actually show you, but once you've placed the last of a digit, it shows it as grayed out if you have that set up. I don't have my usual settings configured because I'm on the beta for reasons. These are 5, 6, 7, and 8. Don't know how immediately useful that is going to be. This is a 1 just by Sudoku now because there's 4 1s that look at this box. Placing it there. was the last one in the grid as well. So these digits are just 7, 8, and 9, just because that's what the row needs. That one's not an 8. That one's not a 9. That does mean that these digits are from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is a little silly, except I'm going to tell you they can't involve an 8 or a 9, because if they involved a 9, there'd be an 8, 9 pair, and now these 4 cells would all have their value from 7, 8, and 9. That doesn't work. And they can't have an 8 either, because they'd be either 7, 8, or 8, 9, and in that case, they would still all have their value from 7, 8, 9. And that's still 4 cells from only 3 digits. That's not going to work. And then we've got a little bit of help coming in from Sudoku in the column. Note that this needing to be consecutive with this tells me this isn't a 4. But now this is odd, so this has to be even, so it's the 6. Okay, now these are from 7, 8, 9. Well, the 8 is definitely on this white dot, because otherwise it would be a 7, 9 kind of white dot. That doesn't sound good, so this is an 8. Or sorry, this is not an 8. And now if I look at the row, that's a 7, 9 pair, which makes that an 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so trying to see if there were any sort of freebies. There are, if I'm willing to get a little bit markier down here, namely if I'm willing to notice that the 6 in this box is in one of those 2 cells, and these 2 6s together with that 6, place 6 in this box. So this cell is a 5, 7, or 9. I don't know how useful that is. How am I doing on 2s? I think I have all but 1 2, because this digit's just a 2. That would have been an easier point. What's left in this row? 4 and 5. And so that's the 4 and that's the 5, which is going to do those and do this. That's a 9 just to finish the column. So we can come over there and do that. So now that's an 8 and a 9. Now we know where the 6 is out of those 2 cells. So these are 4, 7, and 8. And so that one is the 7, the 8, and the 4. That's an 8, so I hit the wrong button. These are 5 and 7. You can do that because of that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is a 4. There we go. You somehow manage to calm the upset golem, and as an apology, it lets you loot some equipment from a previous victim. Now the scanner is pointing to a much larger energy source, deep, deep underground. Maybe that is what is disrupting your ship's navigation. Obtained the gardening gloves. The studded gloves let you climb the many vines and ranks that cover the area, provided, of course, that each step differs by at least 5. Now go back to the main puzzle and enter 4 into the boss cell. Okay, so we can come back here. We can enter 4 into the boss cell, obtaining gardening gloves, which is going to be relevant back for over here, but we'll do that next time. Hopefully you're enjoying this. I am finding this quite enjoyable as a little romp, and it's been a nice little intro so far to some assorted variants. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll be back next time with more Super Sudoku. Bye for now.